herd, flock, pride. It's an instinct shared by many living things. The knowledge that we're stronger together. Denver Zoo has been working to save wildlife for 128 years, from the Andes to the Rockies. And here at home, conservation must be a collaboration. Like the herds and packs under our care, we must come together to save one another. Denver Zoo Conservation Alliance. Learn more at denverzoo.org.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Pastimes Podcast. Each week we go through an old newspaper from a random date in history picked out by Dave Anthony. I'm Gareth Reynolds, and I've never seen it before, and neither is our guest this week, Adam Cayton-Holland. Hello, Adam. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, but that's actually not accurate. Dave emailed me the newspaper a month ago, and I've been really studying up on the date, the era, context, all of it.
This is...
Yeah, so you're going to have to riff excellently today because I'm very knowledgeable about everything I'm about to hear.
This doesn't sound nearly as fun.
Oh, it's fun.
This is how some people think the dollop does actually work, that there is a tremendous amount of work put into what could only be described as some of the stupidest bits of all time.
Well, when we had Adam on, he and I went back and forth for about a year over the topic. I mean, it was extensive.
Dave, this is the Cheesecake Show, correct?
Yes, that's right. That was part of our. I mean, we
brainstormed that. Are you telling me that the Cheesecake Show was written? That person in the front row eating the cheesecake that you then ate?
I hired that guy.
Yep. Yeah, it was the Alfred Packer party, and Dave actually flew out here. We retraced the route. We camped, and camping one night, we're like, what if we do this cheesecake
But
bit?
that's so useless to do the route.
Well, context.
Yeah.
But if it's scripted...
It paid off because Adam came out looking glorious, and you looked dumb.
It's hard for me to remember that part of it. It's not shocking to hear. But okay, fine.
Yeah.
Well, kudos. All right, so this is a bit of a departure. Well, still, Adam, you've made it on the show, so let's promote your special wallpaper. Available on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
It is free.
It's free. What more do people want? It's free. It's out there.
Honestly,
it's a
people
banger.
are so ridiculous about this. It's a banger, 800-pound gorilla.
I would say that some people want you to pay them to watch it.
Oh. Well... I'm willing to entertain, depends on the market.
Wait,
depends
are you
going to
put it behind a paywall paper?
It depends. Like I said, I will pay people in cities that I like. But if you're not, if you're in a city that I don't like, I'm not going to fucking pay you to watch my
We should
special.
promote the fact that you were in Chicago around a week ago. So if people want to come out to that.
That'll help my Lincoln Lodge numbers
let's
a
get
week
them
in
up.
the past. Sure.
Yeah.
Let's get them up. It's the Pastimes. Who knows how that works?
Totally.
Actually, let's ask all of our fans to call the club and say, I want Adam to come here, and then the club have to say he was here last week.
I think that's what we're going for is if when you post about your next show, if people can say, when are you coming to Chicago again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that personally.
Everybody go online and ask Adam when he's coming to Chicago again.
Dude, you got to come to Chicago.
That's going to be like when I die, they'll be like, hey, when's your funeral again? I wanted to go to that. It was 2 weeks ago.
Your widow was like 2 weeks ago. Just stop. Oh, man, I wish I'd known he died then. I always wanted to see him.
I wanted to go to that.
Casket.
I had some words I wanted to say. It's fucking 2 weeks ago.
Sucks. I don't know, the algorithm. Okay, Adam, so we're going to guess what year this paper is from.
Okay.
It's just, the show's not very fun, so we try to come up with little things in it to make it more fun, like this. We're also going to play Plinko at the end.
Oh, cool.
But I'll go first, because I am part of the show. Shut up. I'll guess that this is from the year 1916.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a crazy guess, Adam. I get wild. My hat's backwards. What do you got?
Wild.
I don't know. I'm just going to let the listener know that we were joking. I don't know what this is. That was a riff, one of our patented riffs.
Mm-hmm.
That was scripted from over a year ago.
Right, that was actually scripted.
That riff
one,
about
that one was
the riffs being scripted.
We planned
has
this
been
riff for the Pastimes, but I have not.
The rest,
I've not.
That riff is to set up the fact that this show is completely improvised.
Exactly. So I'm going to say 1876. The year
Great guess.
Colorado became a
Great guess.
state, because I'm wondering if Dave's going to put it in my ballpark.
It's great. I would say that's the most informed guess we've had.
Yeah. It's actually, the paper is the Colorado Rockies Weekly from.
Oh, shit. It's written by our drunk owner.
It's 1927. So, Adam, you win. You're closer. And
I feel like if we look back and listen to the tape,
if you, it's whoever has the year that is less than the actual year. So, Adam wins.
Great. You're doing one of those things where it sounds like you have some logic in there, but I don't know if anyone grasped what you were trying to say.
I guess people don't like sore losers. So, what is it that you're doing right now?
I recognize this show's about fun.
Lose with grace.
But I will not be fucked. Okay.
It's the Las Vegas, Nevada age on March 19th, 1927.
By the way, drove through Nevada a couple days ago, 114 degrees.
Is that good?
That's good. It was about 10 a.m.
It seems
That's fine. That seems okay to me.
Yeah.
Las Vegas, Nevada age. That's the name of the paper?
Well, Las Vegas age, yeah.
Las Vegas age. Sure. 16. Yeah. Is it 16?
I would say it's 70.
It's yeah. That is, I've never heard that for a paper before, actually, the age.
No, it's weird.
Yeah.
This is on the front page here. First story. News from the Virgin Valley.
Well, 16's right.
God, I hope they sacrificed one.
Oh, gosh.
The school play entitled Stop Thief was read in the high school auditorium Friday at 3 p.m. At 3 p.m.
What?
And did they say Friday too? It's like, kids, the weekend's almost here, but we would like to read the new play we've been working on before we let you out of here.
Just freak you out before the weekend. But do you remember that feeling when you'd be in school and like you knew the afternoon was some bullshit, like it was a pep rally or something, and and it was a Friday, and you were like, "Man, that was the best feeling in the world to a truant like me."
Oh, sure, a bullshit assembly you could just bail on. It's the best.
You were just like, my mind can check out at 12:30 today.
Yeah. The tryouts. The play is good and has a great deal of humor. The tryouts for it are to be held Friday. So they read the play and now they're going to have tryouts.
Sure, that's the right way.
To let kids have the weekend to think about what role would be perfect for them.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
The tryouts for the debating teams were held here Thursday. The question for the debate was resolved that all European war debts owing this country should be canceled. Ooh, well, that's a good one.
Wow, cancel. Wow, that is wild.
Wait, I'm not ready to move off Stop Thief quite yet. 1927, they're premiering their play Stop Thief.
Yeah,
I want to know, what race do you think they made the thief in 1927?
We can't.
Is there any sort of context or like character description?
We're looking for a Puerto Rican.
It's Vegas. It's 27. Who's playing the thief? Is all I want to know in this school.
There was one like non-white kid in the school, and everyone was like, "Man, I mean, obviously he's gonna get it."
It's a fucking lock. I guess I can't be thief again.
Now it says that it's an ingenious plot of this farce centers around the family in the midst of wedding preparations. To add to the hectic fun, two crooks get into the house, one a woman posing as a maid, and the other a likable accomplice doing his quote last job before reform.
That sounds fun.
It's Lethal Weapon. It's one. They pulled him back in. They pulled him back in for one final job.
I'm getting a little too old for these wedding capers. Get the script. I'm going to click that just so that they're like, what just happened on our website?
The Assembly Friday was a great success. Everyone enjoyed it immensely. It commenced with Mr. Jensen leading and singing, "Boosting Our Dear Old High." What a terrible time.
Terrible. It's like Zeppo.
A one-act drama, The Fatal Necklace, was then presented by the M Men of Mesquite.
What the fuck?
What a theatrical school, man.
What an afternoon.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Mr. Minear announced the play in this manner. This play is entitled The Fatal Necklace.
Good work. Nailed it.
Good. Thank you. Somebody finally has the balls to be direct.
All right. There we go.
No, he's just like, what's it about? Just tell us. Just tell us there's a play coming.
And he just ruins the end. A woman is killed by a necklace, and it's a whodunit. But it was her coachman. Go ahead, guys.
The junior girls of Mesquite were given a marshmallow roast Saturday. At 7 p.m., they hiked up the hills north of Mesquite and followed a wash for about 3 miles. At the end of the wash, they built a huge bonfire from dry brush gathered near the wash. Then, seated in a semicircle around the blazing fire, each girl in turn told a ghost story.
I'm going to tell the fatal necklace.
This is so fucking weird.
It's so like of the time.
Very much so. Like if you had any high school kids doing this type of stuff now, there'd be lawsuits. It's just like, what? You marched them on a hike and they did a bonfire in the desert?
They're going to go burn brush.
During one of these stories, the dismal yell of a coyote sounded not far away.
I love putting the like attitude, the affect on the coyote squeal.
Yeah.
Sounds a little down.
Some of the girls jumped and screamed, but upon being assured it was only boys and not coyotes, we sat down nervously by the fire. But that ended.
That should not make you feel a lot better.
Yeah.
They
It's
said
just
sat down
boys.
nervously.
It's just horned up boys.
It's just humans.
In the desert. It's just howling men again.
But that ended, and the ghost stories and the roasting of marshmallows began. When everyone was full of marshmallows, Jesus Christ.
That is like one of the worst images possible.
There's only 2 levels with marshmallows. It's empty and full. Like, that's it. You just put them in until you can't take any more. I'm feeling pretty empty on marshmallows right now.
And then 8 minutes later, you're like, I can never have another one. I feel horrible.
Here's everyone gets a bag. There's 36 for all of you.
Here you go. I think that'll do it. Everyone should feel pretty awful at about 30.
Just a guy over by a rock throwing up white. I went too hard.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You went past full.
And that's how Fluffernutter was about.
That's right.
Oh, gross.
Games were played on a smooth sand in the wash. About 10 o'clock, the girls started home, and during all of the homeward hike were pursued by boys and cats. And then in parentheses, it says boys. So boys and boys, but these boys are called cats.
That's just not, that doesn't sound okay.
Maybe it was the school's 1927 production of Cats. So those boys had just come
Mephistophelies,
from Cats.
Oh, Gus, leave her alone. I'm just looking to get fucked. Gus, stop.
My God, what just fucking happened?
That's a wild opener.
Here's the next story. Stewart baskets. Bring good price.
Stewart baskets?
Stewart baskets.
That's a name or a basket for a steward?
I think it's a kind of the collection of Indian baskets secured by the late Miss Helen Stewart during a lifetime of contact with the Indian basket makers.
I'm sure everything was on the up and up there. Probably pretty good, respectful transactions, fair price.
Yeah, absolutely. No, just imagine if Shark Tank went to a reservation. It's called perpetuity, okay? I always get a bit.
Has been sold through the agency of M. Riley to Mr. H. Schweizer of Albuquerque, a dealer in baskets and curios. He's a basket dealer.
Mm-hmm. A basket dealer, a good name for a basket dealer would be Stewart Baskets.
Yeah.
Completely. He's the best.
Holy shit! A cash price of $12,500 was received for the collection, and is recognized as one of the finest in the West. That's fucking crazy.
Yes. 1927, 12,500. That I'm not good at numbers, but that's about $20,000 today.
I'm bad at numbers, and that sounds pretty good.
I think that's
I bet it's
upwards of 25,000.
Nah, I think he's right. That's probably in today's money. That's around $13,000.
It's $216,600 in fucking baskets.
we were way off.
Yeah.
You had that rate. You had that rate ready to go. You just know
I
how
just
to do
looked it
that.
up.
He's got.
I do it in my head.
That's incredible.
don't.
Yeah, I do. I do it in my head.
Stop, thief.
What a beautiful mind.
I have.
Well, it's kind of a beautiful mind, but it's kind of a useless beautiful mind. He's just able to. He's like, that would be like $40 today. Cool. All right, we're gonna keep having our conversation if that's all right with you.
And I do it with everything. Like I do it for like last year's money. Like I do.
And it's sad when you're like, that was worth last year's money. It was more last year. That's a bummer.
That's why I don't get invited anywhere. And there's
Yeah,
other reasons.
that's why. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons.
According to the purchaser, 25 of the baskets, which include the best, will sell to individual purchasers for the amount, an average of $500 each. There were several unusually choice specimens valued at $1,000 to $1,500.
I like that guy. Hey, these are choice.
Look at this fucking basket right here.
These are
Holy
choice.
shit.
These are baskets you're going to want to make love.
Hey, put oranges in it. Let's see what happens.
Put yourself in it. These baskets have a hole at the bottom. And ask the girl to grab the oranges. I'm a cat.
Yeah, they're ancient movie theater baskets. They would put corn kernels in there and watch the sunrise. I guess it's maize. They called it maize, and that was like they invented. That was a native trick. That was we took that, but that was theirs.
It's called maze debating.
Yeah, totally.
That is what I think. The white man took one of the greatest tricks.
Yeah, that was all those fuckers, and we just appropriated it like everything else. We're such dicks.
Again, it's also like at one point that really did happen. Like some fucking weirdo was like, I'm going to put my dick in the bottom of the popcorn. And they were like, "Did you hear what Charlie tried?"
Right.
A crime?
I said, a sex crime?
This asshole gets butter, scalds his crotch. They have to get ambulance takes him out of there.
What movie was that from?
Is that from a movie?
Is that a movie?
It's in a movie. The popcorn thing is in a movie. It's
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, I just wrote that.
Yeah.
No.
Dave,
Here's
can
another-
we stick to
here's
the script
another
we
riff.
wrote a year ago?
Kid fucks a pie. It's like a teen movie. What's that? Has anybody done
That's
that?
pretty good. I like that. No, I haven't heard of that.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Well, that's another one by me then.
That's pretty good. You ever heard that one, Dave?
No, I haven't.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's pretty good.
Good
Maybe his
sesh.
dad walks in.
I'm
I
going
don't
to
know.
email my manager real quick.
I'm on the email with your manager right now.
Oh, great. I'm glad you CC'd
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure I don't get fucked.
Smart. You know Hollywood, dude. You know Hollywood.
They say I don't, but I'm aggressive.
Good.
I make people feel uneasy. This is right now for those listening. Dave is going
in
into
Diner.
the Beautiful Mind Palace.
It's
Diner.
in the movie Diner
Oh,
with Mickey
okay.
Rourke, which is a great movie.
It was an ad lib.
Wait, one of the character tries the popcorn trick
Mickey
in
Rourke
Diner?
does it. Yeah, Mickey Rourke
Oh,
does
wow.
it to a girl.
And he continues to do
I
it.
think, as I recall in the movie, that the other guys bet him, and then he did it. Oh, the bet was that he could get her to touch his dick, and then he does that, and then everyone's like, "That's not how. That's not the bet that we had."
I mean,
It's all cool.
I don't.
He just stands
I mean-
really close behind her in line. Like we had other. That's not what the bet was, dude. You can't just brush it
You just-
against her in public. You creep.
I put it in my hand while she slept. Give me the money.
Okay, back to baskets. Some suggestions that the Stewart basket collection should be retained within the state of Nevada from time to time, but state financing could have been considered. Same has not been found practical. So that doesn't make any sense.
From time to time,
so
all
they
the
were
kids
like-
gather every year, and when the baskets return, and they all get to check them out. There's a 2-week period right before Christmas. It's nice.
Daddy, is it basket day?
Almost.
Right, it is. Get cooked. Christmas near. The baskets are back.
Oh boy, that's a weird fucking story. I mean, basically they're just taking stuff that's artifacts, right?
Mhm.
And just selling it. And people are like, shouldn't it stay in the state? And they're like, no, you can make money off
No
of
more
it.
questions.
God damn
I
it,
feel-
we can make money off this.
I also feel like this newspaper is trying so hard to avoid all the things that are really going on in Las Vegas. Like they're really trying to paint a picture
Oh, yeah.
of a Las Vegas that does not exist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, this is like Chamber of Commerce. Like, we've got cool theater kids. We love the natives and their artwork. Everything's fine here. We're good.
Hey, I just saw a guy jerking another guy off for take scratch-offs.
No.
Have you heard of the place Stop Thief?
Cast your gaze mesquite way, friend. I think you'll find the culture you seek.
That guy's eating poop for money. Okay. Come on,
Who wants marshmallows?
Here you go.
The mafia is killing everyone and just taking stuff. No. There's new plays.
You've got to see some of our new theater. You've got to see how we do cats. This time there's sexual perverts. They follow the women home from hikes. What is this? Cats too.
Howling.
Non-spayed.
Starring
Adam
David Spade.
Kramer.
Yeah.
Adam Kramer collides with Macaulay's Ford. Thursday
This
afternoon.
is a Home Alone?
Yeah, Thursday afternoon, as Adam Kramer was crossing First Street, A.W. Macaulay's Ford turned off of Fremont and Kramer, and the Ford met. Oh, and Kramer and the Ford met. So he.
That is the new way to phrase an accident.
This is insane. Like, Macaulay ran over
met.
Kramer.
Right.
No. They had a meeting.
100. The language is that this is the pedestrian's fault. I love
100%.
that.
Yes.
Although, how
yes.
common are cars? Like, should you be pretty fucking aware there's a car
Yeah,
around?
at this point, yeah, they're pretty
You
common.
think?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is when people are getting hit constantly. Like, there were no laws, but you should know that there's cars everywhere. Yeah.
But people are getting hit constantly.
Constantly.
No, people are meeting cars a lot.
Kramer and the Ford met after some dodging and hopping around. The Ford had the best of the tilt, and Kramer was forced back up to keep from being run over.
So this man was almost killed by a car, and they're like, it was a real tit for tat. The car won by a hair.
Also, dodging and hopping around. So this guy gunned down this pedestrian.
That's
Like,
what
he
it sounds
tried
like.
to jump out
He
of the
wanted
way.
to meet him. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to meet him, get to know the guy.
He's just trying to meet a guy. Good Lord.
Kramer
hard to
did his
meet
best.
people.
It's very difficult.
Well, when they come through your windshield, it's easier.
What do you do for fun?
He did his best to
It's a
climb
classic
upon...
meet cute. How'd you meet your best buddy? It's funny. I ran him down in my car. He tried to get away, but I paralyzed him from the waist down. And now
we hang
he's
out
my
all the
guy.
time. Yeah.
He did his best to climb upon the hot radiator, but failed and sustained small cuts on the wrists.
Jesus Christ.
Macaulay was charged on Kramer's demand on a charge of driving while intoxicated.
So he's drunk.
He's drunk. He's a fucking
A
shit-faced.
drunk meeting.
He's a shit-faced guy running people over, and the paper's writing it up like, boy, they had a dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pleaded not guilty and was released on $150 bail. The case will come up in court at 2:00 this afternoon.
Oh, I would
Wow.
love to be there for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow,
Love
that
to be
was-
a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Really fucking weird.
It's nice. It's a cool city.
3 months term will bring divorce. In the early morning hours of the closing session of the legislature, the amendment providing for a 3 months residence for divorces was quietly slipped through the Senate and the Assembly. Okay, so we should probably explain this.
3-month residences?
Back in the day, Adam, they had what were known as divorce colonies, and you would go. So you were in a state that didn't allow divorce, and you would go to like Montana or Colorado or Vegas, but you would have to stay for a while and live there, and then you could get divorced. So it was a way to like make money, right? They can force people to live there and pay rent and everything else, and then it helped like rich guys divorce their wives, like from New York or wherever they would go.
Dude, I learned this fact because my grandparents, who I barely knew, they died, one when I was like 3 and the grandmother before I was born, they divorced and remarried when my dad was a child. I knew that. But I talked to my dad recently about that more in depth for some reason. And he told me they had to move to Vegas for one of these.
Yeah.
So my like 12-year-old dad had to go out to Vegas for a couple months and just like live. as his parents were going through a divorce, and he just said he like biked around new development, shitty Vegas while they like went through a divorce, and then they moved back to LA where he was from. And I was like, Dad, that's the saddest Wonder Years episode I've ever heard. Like my poor dad just biking around Vegas, being like, it's dissolving. Everything's falling apart.
Move?
I just very personally learned about this phenomena, and I was like, oh my God, that's awful. It's really sad.
Wow.
Of all the reasons to have to go to Vegas, when your reason for going to Vegas is also sad.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. In the sleepy time after midnight, the Senate adopted an amendment to the bill naming...
I love the sleepy time.
Yeah. It's sleepy time legislation.
Those are the
sleepy time's a little earlier now.
It's the McConnell hours. That's when he gets shit done. He forces it through.
Yeah. No, his like sack under his neck opens up and like a pen comes out and he's like, time to write some laws.
Everyone's asleep and he just awakes with red eyes during the sleepy hours.
Just a real McConnell head pops out. Now we're going to legislate.
It's time to kill unions. It's after midnight.
It's like his own, like whatever that Total Recall head is, Quando or whatever the fuck they call it, just pops out. It's time to write some bills.
Like some page is like, look, I told you. It's like a myth, but it fucking happens.
There he goes.
He's shedding the McConnell flesh. Oil can be put in the bank now.
So in the sleepy time after midnight, the Senate adopted an amendment to the bill naming insanity as a reason for breakage of marriage ties and sent the measure back to the Assembly. When the Assembly refused to concur, conference committees were appointed by both. So this is in the middle of the fucking night. Were appointed by both houses. These were unable to agree, and a free conference committee was named. The word 6 was changed to 3 in 2 places by the Free Conference Committee. Within 10 minutes, the House and Senate had passed the bill, reducing the period of divorce seekers to 3 months. The bill speedily was signed by the governor.
Okay.
So it was a late night. So they wanted to avoid people knowing that they were going to reduce the amount of time. Probably because all the businessmen were like, no, we love it. Everybody has to stay here.
Stay.
Yeah, so they reduced it to 3 months.
Thus saving young John Holland 3 more months of pathos. Allowing him to function as a father, saving Adam Cayton-Holland, who would later appear on the Pastimes.
It's potentially true. Those 3 months where he got out of there,
they were make or break.
To, like, recover.
They were make or break for that man. I'm sure of it.
Oh my God. This is titled "What the Hell, Engineers?"
That's great. That's a great title. Good. Finally.
That's one of the plays. That's a play from the high school.
What the hell, engineers?
The engineering students at the University of Nevada are ruling the campus today and are showing the rest of the men how things are done in the engineering world.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Suck it, jocks. It's our turn.
Yeah.
The upperclassmen are showing the co-eds about the laboratories while the lowly frosh assist the sophomores at keeping the steam up and the oil white. What in the fuck?
What?
It sounds like they're on a submarine. What's happening right now? The day's activities started with a big parade downtown, leaving the university from 9:30. From 11 a.m. until 3:30, new and interesting exhibits will be shown. For the first time in history, the Engineers Day in the U.S. Bureau of Mines will be open its laboratories to the... so it's Engineers Day for the first time.
Sure. And so a holiday that really stuck around.
People love it.
I can't believe we're finding out about the first one.
Yeah.
Engineers Day was about 2 months before basket season.
Yeah, it was. That's how you knew basket season was on the precipice.
And Marshmallow Week.
Right.
Oh, great time.
At 3:30, a program of stunts will be put on in which the University Glee Club and the military band will be featured. A banquet for the men has been arranged at the Century Club. The day will close with the regular dance in the gym.
Finally.
Regular dance.
Wow.
Finally a banquet you can hear yourself think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This one's for us, dudes.
So many dudes getting laid that night. I tried to look it up real quick. It sounds
Day?
crazy. Yeah.
I'm sure there's still engineers trying to get it going. They're still like,
oh yeah,
hey, we can make this a thing, right?
Martin Luther King gets a day and we don't. I mean, come on.
I'm not even like being sarcastic. I would genuinely like to watch the stunts the engineers are conducting using what is it, the Glee Club and the military club.
Yeah. You're picturing Tesla, but it was probably just like, this is not great. They're like, see?
I hope they just make them
perpetual
fight.
motion.
They just make them fight.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We got the soldiers and we got the Glee Club. We're in charge.
Let's
go.
You
guys fight.
Way better.
You guys fight.
What a weird way to celebrate.
We're engineers. We've been waiting in the back for a while, and this is what we're doing with our power.
No more bullshit.
Burning auto tire startles high school.
Absolutely.
Yep.
As it should.
It better have been rolling. I would, right?
Way better.
With a kid in it.
Yeah, with a child screaming.
Better than Dave's. Keeps getting better and better.
An alarm of fire. Well, it's usually called a fire alarm.
Well,
maybe
not.
Fire.
There's a better way.
Could be just a bell going off as it's on fire.
An alarm of fire at 1:15 yesterday afternoon brought the fire department and a horde of citizens to the high school, where a dense cloud of smoke enfolded the eastern wall of the building.
You know that there were people standing around it, and they're like, it's tough to breathe, but it has no effect on you. Gather around, everybody.
It's good for you.
The black smoke's the easiest.
It'll make your lungs stronger.
It'd be good. You'll run further if you get this in you.
The students and faculty were in a startled condition until it was found that the threatened conflagration was only a burning automobile tire, which some smart child had ignited and placed against the outside wall of the building.
Those children were called smart back then. The ones that lit the tires on fire.
And yet when I did it, act of terrorism.
Yeah. Lockdown for my high school. But that kid's a smart kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I get your history.
I just love that. Like, this is just what a kid was doing for fun back then. Setting a tire on fire.
The fire department's called, and they're like, this kid's a hero. Everyone's like, what's going on right now?
I can't sit through another one of these fucking play readings. I'm going out back, and I'm lighting a tire on fire.
Stop, arsonist! That's a good idea.
The wind blowing served to spread general alarm over the city, it being feared that any fire at that time might result in general disaster. So they were all freaked out because there was a big old black smoke tire fire. I mean, they do make great smoke. Like, it's like
oh, they're great smoke.
Yeah.
No, I love seeing a tire. You see a lot of tire fires when you drive through this country. It's still alive and kicking.
They're
it's
great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Things are good.
Like one tire fire right now is the Democratic Party.
Hold on. Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
1 second.
Sure.
Okay, Dave, go ahead, bud. What's your complaint right now? Let's hear it. Go ahead. Get on your little soap basket. What's going on?
Ooh, soap baskets. Those were some of the most cherished baskets.
Oh, I love a soap basket.
Great. Oh, man.
Green and orange in startling clash.
Well, this is... please be about sports. Otherwise, this is the greatest thing ever. These two don't go together. Breaking.
Yeah, just the color section of the paper. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not loving it.
We have some new clashes this week that you all need to know about.
Not since yellow and blue.
Yeah, which was last week's column.
The meeting of the Las Vegas Rotary Club Thursday was enlivened by one of the most exciting stunts ever put over. Leo McNamee, a program chairman for the day, announced that he would speak seriously of St. Patrick and the great deeds of the Irish people. He spoke
This seems
eloquently.
like a setup, the classic rope. Hold on, I'd like to say a few serious words about the Irish. I know where this is going. I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
He spoke eloquently of the patriots, statesmen, warriors, and
comes.
sweet singers of Erin, and of the beauty of that historic country.
And boy, can they drink. Am I right?
Holy shit.
And
those
then
little drunk
he just
leprechauns.
Then he just disappeared without saying farewell.
Correct.
Where is he?
In the course of his remarks, there were things not complimentary to the north of Ireland.
I knew it.
Here we go.
Whereupon Al Callahan jumped to his feet and demanded a retraction. An apparently
Take it back!
An apparently angry discussion ensued in which coats were removed and a resort to fists or shillelaghs seemed inevitable.
This reads like a silent movie with interstitials. Like it starts out.
Coats were removed.
I'd like to say a few nice words about the Irish. A few nice words. And then, but the Northern Irish. Okay, now the hands are coming up. Speed up the fighting footage.
That's so funny.
Restrained by worried Rotarians, Al demanded an apology, and Leo promised to apologize if Al would sing Wearing of the Green. Al said he would if Leo would sing it with him.
What the fuck actually just... What? That is like, if you were watching that, you're like, shit's about to get serious. What ended up happening? They did a duet.
They sang together.
I'm still not sure.
They sang Old Danny Boy together, and now everything's fine.
I bet I can guess which high school these two went to. I bet I can guess.
Then they stood side by side and sung the old Irish song, shook hands, and apologized to each other.
That's crazy.
And it was not until Leo explained that Al was not an Orangeman and that the stunt had been put on to illustrate the manner in which the Rotary spirit might harmonize the world's differences that the members of the club realized that they had been victims of clever acting.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, we all got fooled.
That is pretty good. I mean, yeah, completely. That completely got me. You were like, oh, man, this is about to turn bad. Well, the only way that I'll okay this is if you sing a duet with me. Don't mind if I do.
And they're basically saying this is how we solve all problems in the world.
Yeah, yes, right.
Dave, do you think that the Democratic Party has a sort of Rotary Club thing going on? And that this is all for our benefit, and they will show us how they save the day and harmony reigns.
Yes.
I do too. I genuinely do. And that's why I'm optimistic.
Hey, let me put it to you guys this way. They have to. Otherwise...
What do you mean?
What?
Yeah.
It's fine right now.
This
is all going according to plan.
One aside, I'm not going to go. You go ahead, Gareth.
No, well, I was just going to say, when we've started disparaging the Democratic Party a little bit on our shows, and it turns out that people think we're MAGA. That's been happening.
Look, you guys are just trying to get that Rogan bump. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
We're big. We do it because we do it for Trump.
Yes,
obviously.
I get that. No, I read that op-ed. This is going to be dated because it comes out in a few weeks. I read the op-ed by George Clooney that everybody's talking about, and I was just like, "All right, Clooney, then step up and do it. Like you got it, dude.
He should.
You got it. You'll win. You'll crush him in any debate.
Would win.
Do it.
Oh, that would be great. What a great way to end that, too. So I'm running.
President Clunes.
And then make them debate. That would be the greatest. I don't remember where.
Then they
make them all debate each other.
Then they sing a song. They're friends.
They sing Danny Boy.
In Joe Biden's head, they are singing a duet, and everyone's like, why is Biden singing? When Irish eyes are smiling.
Sadly, Biden probably was at this event we just read about. That was...
Look at these two young guns.
I had actually heard about the fundraiser. I had heard about it from two different people already.
One of them was Clooney.
It was unbelievable. Like people were just like, "Oh my god!" Like really horrified. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine.
Yep, it's gonna be fine. The applause which followed Leo's announcement proved that the club had been highly entertained by one of the best programs ever put on in Las Vegas.
Well, that holds true. They're like, have you seen the Beatles' Love? Have you seen the Rotary Club argument?
That is a shot across the bow of Brad Garrett's comedy club. I'll tell you that.
That is. Without question.
Because there's a lot of good fucking shows going on. That's all I got to tell you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
There is a lot about radio legislation nowadays, and we can't understand why some forward-looking statesman doesn't introduce a bill in either Congress or his state legislature to eliminate static. I
can't. This is hard to process. It's true that static, when we had the regular static, can be quite annoying. I just don't think this person understands that.
Well, let's get rid of it then.
Enough. We get it.
Well, if they're not going to get rid of it on its own, then we need to make a law.
Imagine making static illegal on the radio.
I mean, this could still happen.
So you scientists do it now. Come on.
I wish somebody's like the editor reads this and they go into the old crank's office and they're like, hey Ed, you just got to move the dial a little bit this way, and then it's cleanly on the channel now. Static's gone.
Wow.
Oh, so you got to nail it. It's 102.3 exact. Got it. Got it.
And don't drive anywhere.
Unable to breathe, kicks window out.
Oh, this is car underwater.
That's no reason. That's no excuse.
Come on.
No, I agree. There's no reason to vandalize. Dr. J.S. Nixon of Marion, Indiana, injured himself Wednesday morning on a train when he kicked both windows out of his berth. The doctor awoke, unable to breathe, and feeling himself fast losing his strength, broke the windows of the berth with his legs so that he might have more air. Okay, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, this guy just woke up from a weird dream.
What did you do? I couldn't breathe.
I was drowning.
You were on a train. Everyone else was fine.
This is...
it got real bad back here real quick.
People train drown all the time.
We had to do it. Imagine going and finding him in his little car with the windows out. Like, what the fuck? I couldn't breathe. What? I couldn't breathe back here. I couldn't breathe. So I had to. Sorry, I had to kick up. I couldn't breathe. Do you guys? Why does everyone look at me like I'm crazy? What? You can open them. I did open them, but I couldn't. I couldn't breathe.
Your belt's around your neck, sir.
I couldn't breathe. I was dying. I couldn't breathe.
Well,
your pants are down. Your belt's around your neck.
I was having so much there was no oxygen coming back here. You guys really are running quite a business here because people are going to die. I couldn't breathe.
He fainted and lost a large amount of blood from the cuts he received.
What the fuck?
Out of the frying pan into the fire. This poor asshole.
Come on.
Well, now I can breathe.
What was really happening?
Now I can breathe, but boy, am I bleeding.
Why is there so many huge gashes on you? When I couldn't breathe, I fell and cut myself on all the sharp objects in this train car. You guys are this whole thing is so unsafe.
Then someone poured gallons of brandy down my throat.
I've been forced into a drunken state and almost died from my cuts. So I had to kick these windows out to breathe.
I should sue you.
This train is unsafe.
Walking back there, it looks like a murder's happened, and it's just a guy like, I couldn't breathe. What? I couldn't.
Yeah,
I was having so much.
Anything goes. You killed a prostitute back here, sir. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe.
I had no oxygen.
Oh, here we go. He was taken off the train here and spent 2 days in the hospital going on to Denver Friday morning.
Hell yeah.
I knew it.
He was just
those fucking people.
Psyched, dude.
One of yours.
He was just trying to get ready to party at altitude. And you got to do some training if you want to hang up here, dude.
His hotel, they're going to be like, where is all the glass? I couldn't breathe.
The air's so thin here. God, imagine.
It's so bad.
The chaos.
And he's bleeding so much more.
Yeah. If he couldn't even take the ascent, he's really going to go nuts when he gets to Mile High.
What's with this town?
Yep.
I hope that this was on the same train. And I think, yes, these are both the number 26 trains. Okay. Stork wins race with the Union Pacific. A 9-pound boy was born to Miss A.B. Tornalit on train 26 yesterday morning while she was en route from Los Angeles to Pittsburgh. The baby arrived when the train was near Kelso. There was no doctor on hand, and 2 women volunteered their services. The mother and child were taken off the train here and are in the hospital, where they are both doing nicely. It's the same hospital. They went to the Houston hospital.
Wow. So we're pitching a sitcom called Train 26.
Yeah, I mean, this is like ER, the train.
Oh my God, I love it. And it just goes back and forth. It's the route. We just get to know everybody.
A baby was born and there was less damage than the guy who just kicked out the windows and was covered in his own blood.
Yeah. That woman was going through birth. She didn't kick out any windows.
No,
she
No.
had
There was a
enough
child.
oxygen.
They escorted her and the baby off, and then there was some guy who's like, "You guys don't understand. You can't breathe in the caboose car."
I think it's the specific
on his legs.
It's this specific car. I'm quite sure of it.
I'll tell you, no, this car should be condemned. I'm walking. Get a fucking hand off me.
Do I have to pay extra for air?
By the way, the problem's fixed. The windows are gone. Get off.
Runs over fire hose.
Is that a story?
Warrant out. A warrant was sworn out for Jane Doe, who drove over a fire hose while it was in use at the fire yesterday. The car was a Chevrolet, and the city officers are on the lookout for the woman. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who wants to say it? Come on.
These firefighters are always laying their hoses right through the street.
I was just going to say they're asking for it.
Putting their
They're
hoses
always
acrost the
asking for
street. I say find a
they
fire
own the
hydrant on
street.
that side of the street, but they're
That's
lazy.
absolutely
They go to the
right.
first
That's
one.
Right. That's right.
Unreal.
Disgusting.
The first hay hat of
I don't
the
think they're
season.
heroes. I'm going to go on the record and say I don't think they're heroes.
Thank you.
This you are pushing it now.
I don't think they're heroes.
Firemen
As a
are
matter of fact, I'll call them enemies.
They're-
I'm pro-fire.
the modern day villain, the fireman.
The fireman.
I'm a fan of the fire.
Who starts the fires? I'm just saying, no fires, they go out of business real quick. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Supply demand. Thank you.
First hay hat of the season arrives.
Thank God.
The sudden rise of temperatures this week brought at least one hay hat out of its hiding place.
Hello.
Sam Herman of the Mesquite Grocery was the first to venture forth. If the weather continues as warm, some of the other boys will undoubtedly get the old straw hat down and dust it off to be used until the new spring crop arrives.
Sure.
We'll make do.
Have you guys ever heard of this called a hay hat in your life?
I've never heard it called a hay hat. No.
No, I kind of like this.
The hay hat's
I like
better.
it too.
Yeah.
Hay hat's way better. It's more fun.
Other results of the warm weather will be the opening of the swimming holes and the appearance of a green silk parasol that shades the head of one of our bald-headed businessmen.
I love a bald. When you think parasol to me, just like a nicely, just nice little tatters on the end as a bald businessman's like, this is nice.
Green silk, by the way.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I wonder if this bald man might just fund this newspaper for them to write of this so kindly.
He's buried it very well.
We all love this man and his bald head and his green silk parasol. No one mocks it.
We all look forward to seeing him.
That was just like it's getting hot. It's like having a story about people wearing t-shirts. Like it's just
Well, okay. How long until we're back to parasol times?
Oh, I hope very soon.
It's got to be soon. 2 summers.
I mean, when I go to my kids' baseball games now, I bring a little umbrella thing to.
Please,
it's so fucking hot.
Bring a fancy parasol.
It's like a beach thing.
Please wear white elbow-length gloves and have a parasol for your son's baseball games, and have a little fan, and bring a little picnic basket. just full of bananas. Hey, this guy, don't sit next to this guy.
He calls his picnic basket a hay basket. He's fucking weird.
It's a hay basket.
How old are your
Anyone want a nanner? Boy, it's really bubbling.
How old are your kids?
I can't
Adam?
breathe.
Adam, how old are your kids?
5 and 3.
Isn't it crazy that like I'm bringing like an umbrella to my kids' games, and when your kids are playing high school baseball, they'll also be like fighting dogs in the street for food and cannibalizing other people?
Yeah, there'll be like a Furiosa handing out water on the sideline.
Don't play too hard, guys. We don't have that much water.
Well, the teams will be playing to the death at that point.
My kid was at bike camp today. It's just like a couple hours a day for a week. He tried to find summer activities. Bike camp was this week, and it was the final day. And they did a bike parade to show off all the skills at noon on a 102-degree day on a blacktop. So we're just like standing out there, all these parents filming our like beet red children as they waited for their turn to go through this dumb little obstacle course. And we're just like, can I just get him off of the concrete, please?
Oh my God.
We're going to end the camp by killing your children.
It's just horrible.
What do you think, everyone? Noon? 1?
Oh, good. He
Give
got
the
all
tar some time to heat.
He got all check marks on the form that you gave us. Fantastic. Bike camp a success.
By the way, his bike is melted to the ground now.
He'll be stuck to that bike for a while. Just hose him and the bike down. It should come apart later.
Mesquite Club has dinner for husbands.
Sure. Great.
The Club Husbands Dinner, which has become an outstanding annual event of the Mesquite Club, was held last evening at the Union Pacific Dining Room. It proved very jolly and delightful. In addition to a splendid dinner, put the men in good humor, provided a program of pleasant entertainment. Miss C.J. Harvey, president of the club, presided at the head of the table. After a welcome to the guests and a few instructions upon the proper training of husbands in matters of etiquette, she introduced Miss A.
Where the fuck is the remote? I'm not understanding. I need it.
She introduced Miss A. Ham as the toast mistress.
I'm a ham.
It's H-A-M. It's not H-A-M-M. It's H-A-M.
Yeah, she's a ham.
Yeah.
So?
She's literally a ham.
Yeah, I'm a ham.
The choice proved a happy one. Husbands were required to move to other seats after each course of the dinner and were thus, for the time, freed from any embarrassing supervision by their wives.
The etiquette of making them swap, like what?
Yeah.
And you never eat the same course in the same seat.
This sounds great. I'm excited to go. And so I just hop around, eating every fucking course, talking to another mesquite woman.
Welcome to the appetizer table.
So I'm just able to hit on other wives. That's what we're.
Now, Hank.
Yeah, this is a wife swap. This is just a key party, 1927 style.
Yeah.
The toast mistress called upon Miss Squires, who responded with an interesting discussion of the Better Homes movement. That's the magazine movement, I think. The husbands were put on the carpet by the toast mistress, each being required to answer a more or less embarrassing question.
This is like how men are portrayed in Carl's Jr. commercial. Just like stupid men. Like, I need to have food, but how do I make it happen? Sit on the carpet, Hank. You can eat eggs with the shell on. Hank, put it. Oh gosh, he is. I love him, but boy, he's
on the
just
carpet.
an idiot. Lay down on the carpet, you big oaf.
I was in the Carl's Jr. Army for the commercials.
You were in the Carl's Jr. What, Dave, are you saying things that we're supposed to understand?
And I did. I was in a commercial that was supposed to become a long-standing, running series of commercials in which there was a Carl's Jr. Army, and I was in.
Whoa.
We talk about Adam's father having a different life trajectory, but
it could have
Dave
been.
Anthony, who has a 4-year run in the Carl's Jr. Army.
Yep. Yep.
Mad with power.
We wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Mad with power.
No, absolutely we would not
Mad
be
with
here.
power.
Yeah.
Sorry that
CP
didn't go for you,
Squires.
Dave. I'm sorry that
I
didn't
know.
go for you.
Yeah,
I'm
it's,
sorry.
but I think I speak for everyone when I say it's not too late.
All I wanted was to go into battle against McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
There's always the Carl's Jr. militia.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Yeah. CP Squires was called upon to explain why he attended the Hollywood Music Box review. What are they doing? They're
Such a theatrically
they're
themed
putting
paper.
men on the carpet and then asking them questions.
Defend your choice of entertainment. I don't know.
Marion Earl was asked just what he said when he popped the question. Walter Brackman was called upon for an opinion as to why gentlemen prefer blondes.
What
I
kind of
hope-
etiquette is this?
This is weird. So he's just got to talk shit about women who aren't blondes in front of all these women.
Yeah,
Have you
they are hotter.
Have you ever gone to like a dinner party or just like been invited to a thing and you get there and they're like, we're going to play a game. And you're just like, fucking kill me. I don't want to be, so don't.
Yes.
This is that
This is
times
that.
1,000. And I just feel
Yeah.
like, I feel real empathy for a lot of the men in the room right now.
Yeah, this
'cause
is
they're-
terrible.
They're like, it's a club. Like all our friends will be there to be great. And then they're doing this for 9 hours.
Have you ever heard of Cards Against Humanity?
Exactly. No, you write someone everyone knows. You stick it on your forehead, and like you can't see what you are, and people, let's just go. Let's
Adam,
go.
you're funny, but I think you'll find that I'm pretty crazy in this game.
There's not enough alcohol in this house for me to enjoy this evening.
I can't breathe.
I gotta kick out the fucking windows.
I gotta get out of here. I can't breathe.
I go to the bathroom and kick out the windows.
Adam, I couldn't breathe.
Sorry,
I was bleeding
I was
so much.
Oh, I'm dying in here.
What if this is all just getting around? This whole thing has been set up so they just want to ask that guy why he kicked out the windows.
Yeah.
Just one more. All right, so that's a good answer on why you prefer blondes. Terry, why don't you tell us why you kicked out the windows on the train for real and how you got 18 cuts on your body?
It's a real Rotary Club rope-a-dope. They've really got it figured out in this town.
The rotodope.
I couldn't breathe. I
But what do you eat? What does that even mean?
Right.
I don't know what else to tell you guys. I've been very clear. I was in that car. I was having trouble breathing. I kicked the windows out. I fell over. I got covered in cuts. I couldn't breathe.
Anyone would do the same given the same hand of
It's
cards.
not that crazy. Jesus Christ. I'm starting to regret kicking those windows out.
Guess you want me dead. I guess you want me dead. That's what I'm
You're
learning.
right. I should have just died
Should have just
back there
taken it.
from no oxygen. But there was oxygen. You could have opened the window.
A woman-
I didn't.
A woman gave birth. One car over.
That's probably where all the oxygen was going. Her and that new baby was just sucking up all the oxygen while us grown-ups couldn't have it. I made the tough call, and I'd make it 100 times out of 100 times. I had to kick the windows out because I could not breathe.
Clearly, you're not an Eagle Scout, ma'am.
Okay, I'm not going to do this again. I'm getting up off the carpet, and I'm going to eat salad and my main at the same fucking seat.
So it goes through every question that is asked of all the men. It's like, what's your favorite song? Why do you keep getting new cars? Why are you going to dances? And then it gets down here to Mr. Smith discussing the 3 months divorce bill, opined that it would take twice as many divorcees to keep his apartments full.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What a callback.
Just the transparent, awful capitalism of that. Like, I have a predatory business that will not thrive under this.
Unfortunately, I'm being hurt hardest.
Well, look, I'm trying to take advantage of women who are being abused. So it's called making a buck.
Sorry.
And the question once again was, what's your favorite song? I'm just saying, they should not. It's just bullshit. It's more bullshit.
Let's see. A Frenchman has invented a turnable house, which can
That is right.
round around. What? which can be made to follow the sun each day. What we really need in America
So French.
is a portable one that will enable us to follow the swallow back home. What the
So American.
What the fuck
Wait, a
just
portable
happened?
one to follow the swallow back home, huh?
I don't know
Yep.
what that means.
Okay.
The French one is kind of artistic and there's some sweetness to it, and ours is like, that's a good idea. It should be for sparrow trailing.
I think we found the opium user on staff.
Yeah. That'd be pretty good. But if the house, instead of using the sun, I could follow a swallow. All right, there'll be no more pitching for a little while. We're probably going to shut it down after that. That was crazy.
He's the publisher's kid.
He just keeps nodding off over here.
I mean, I was hoping it would mean something, but I don't see anything.
It means nothing.
It means absolutely nothing. Okay.
It's probably one of those just like 1920s sayings, like "follow
Yeah.
the swallow." You know, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it's a beautiful, whimsical thing. I guess I have no fucking idea.
Well, you're an American.
That's how Ronnie met Nancy.
Yeah. Wow. Some people get
What?
it. Some people get it.
I know, I get it.
Yep.
I get it.
we'll do
I'm not even joking. I learned all that through the Dollop on a road
Oh,
trip.
shit.
I listened to
Yeah,
that one, and
pretty-
I didn't know any of that shit. So thanks,
Yeah.
thanks,
I didn't
dudes.
either. Yeah, to thank Dave.
Yeah. She was a human vacuum.
A vacuum.
Okay, last one. It's a little brief one here.
Okay.
A Turkish woman has been discovered who is 160 years old and is still living.
How are they counting?
She followed the swallow, dude. You age backwards.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Who says they don't take good care of their ladies in Turkey? A little bit of a,
What a crazy.
it's just a swipe. There was just a.
I've invented a person.
That's it.
That's it. Wow, what a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Devil's advocate. Turkish people are okay.
Mhm.
What?
I can do. I can do a last one. You want to do a?
Okay, yeah, do one more. Yeah.
Okay, true Americanism. In these days, when some small souls think it's smart to laud socialism, communism, anarchy, and Bolshevism, and sneer at their own America, it is refreshing and reassuring to read a magazine like the National Republic, published in Washington, D.C. Every article and utterance of that magazine helps inspire a feeling of reverence and respect for our government and our country. There is no jingoism or urge to bloody deeds, but always an inspiration to true patriotism. Its
Sure.
pages are full of interest, which holds even the casual reader.
It's strange to put that in your paper.
It's got to be an ad, right? It's got to be an ad.
It has to be an ad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's like when, like, I've seen on, like, not recently, but I remember one time watching CNN and there was like an ad for like Fox News, and you're like, what?
What are you doing?
Right.
It's like, what are you doing?
What?
Like, are you okay?
We just need money.
Yeah, it's like, that's good. What? That's probably going to hurt you in the long run, meth head.
You know how you see guys from like the Daily Show go to Trump events and be like, "So when was America great? What are we trying to go
Yeah,
for here?"
yeah.
If one of them just read that verbatim, Jordan Klepper's
Yeah.
head would explode. It'd be like, "Oh shit, that was like a fucking, that was a perfect answer."
Yeah, you actually had an answer.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, we're not going to be able to use this, but well played, well played.
I dare I say the legacy of this paper is I can't breathe. That man just, what a fucking legend.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you for joining us, Adam. Your special wallpaper on the YouTubes. What is your Instagram? Is it
It's
Instagram?
at Cayton-Holland, so Cayton Holland. No hyphen,
There you
just
go.
all one word.
No hyphen.
Just
That's not
mashed
the way I
together.
do it.
That's-
Well, Dave,
okay.
that's a
All right.
really crazy thing to say to him.
Yeah.
He's our guest, and I don't.
After
think
learning
nobody really
all my
understands that.
father, what he went through, and now just insulting
Yeah.
the hyphen choice.
Well, to be fair, the more I hear about what your father went through, I really see it as what your father did to a landlord.
yeah,
So
you know, there are two sides to that coin.
kind of really screwed a lease.
3
out of
months
someone,
worth of rent. Somebody just got dinged
Yeah, it's
on.
kinda-
So
Kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad he got his life together and you were born and everything, but you know, think of the rent money that guy lost.
hey, honestly, dude,
Um,
you make a lot of sense. You make a lot of sense.
Thanks, dude. You're so cool
Yeah,
about this.
Yeah,
All right. Well, thank you, Adam and Dave. I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to sidebar with you after this. I want to talk to you about some stuff. There's some stuff in here I think you did that wasn't okay. So.
When I am done eating all my marshmallows, we can talk.
Okay, great.
When he's empty
There we
again.
go.
When he's empty again.
Great special title, When I'm Empty Again. All right, sweet. Thanks.
Thanks, fellas.
Some of these days you'll miss me, honey. Some of these days.
And this podcast is also brought to you by me, Gareth Reynolds. Go to GarethReynolds.com for some of these stand-up dates I'm about to throw your way. Join me, be part of the Gare Force. August 9th and August 10th, I will be in Fort Collins, Colorado at the Comedy Fort having a good time. Then in September, San Diego, September 18th. September 20th, Bakersfield. Manchester, Connecticut, September 24th. Albany, New York, September 25th. Syracuse, New York, September 26th. October 2nd, I'll be in Ontario, California. Tempe, Arizona, October 3rd. I will be at Helium in Portland, November 1st, November 2nd, and November 3rd. I will be in Seattle, Washington, November 6th. Vancouver, Canada, November 7th. And then 2 shows, New Year's Eve in Austin, Texas at Cap City Comedy. That's December 31st, Cap City Comedy, New Year's Eve. Go to GarethReynolds.com for tickets and information. I'm calling on the Gare Force. Come and join me for a show. Be part of the movement. I love you.
Chevy has the SUVs you know and love. And now there's one more. The first ever all-electric Blazer EV. With the latest tech, incredible range, and easy charging, this head-turning electric vehicle is Motor Trend's 2024 SUV of the Year. When you're ready to go EV, Chevy's got you. Get all the exciting details on the 2024 Chevy Blazer EV at your Colorado Chevy dealer today. And learn more about EV tax credits and take advantage of current offers going on now.